Well, hello there and welcome back to the channel. The loadout I wanted to share with you today is my favourite loadout against the bugs on Super Helldive, and is mainly focused around squad play, not solo play. But if your games against the Terminids are looking a bit like this, I think it can definitely help. It's a lot of fun, as well as being quite well rounded and strong. So for the primary, secondary and grenade, you are going to need some war bonds. So starting off with the crossbow from the Democratic Detonation, then followed by the Bushwhacker from Viper Commandos, and finally the gas grenade from Chemical Agents. So the crossbow, just when you get it, it just becomes your favorite primary. It's so satisfying to use. It has so many uses in so many objectives, as well as just being good damage output and crowd control. All in all, it's actually really strong, but it's just so satisfying above that. You can just run around, run through objectives, avoid a lot of the chaff, and just get things done really quickly, even on your own, to be fair. Now, this secondary literally just changes the game up against the Terminids. It's worth noting that it does have two modes of shooting. So it's got 3 rounds that you can shoot one after the other, or the triple shot that fires all of them at once. But most importantly, it has a knockback or a stagger that works on most units bar like the big heavy boys. If anything does get past the mid to long range of the crossbow and, just jumps on you like the hunters and the stalkers, or, all the things that just fly at you from the bugs, the bushwhacker is just going to deal with it. And also knock it away from you. You've really just got a lot of bases covered with this secondary, and you will find yourself running around with it just as much as your primary. I find it so good. Bringing the gas grenade, really just so strong against the bugs. The crowd control effect it has, confuses the units. They just attack in different directions. Gives you the option to just either run away from the mobs entirely or just decimate them with your primary and secondary. So now onto the stratagems. We have the 500 kg bomb, the quasar cannon, the jump pack, and the orbital napalm barrage. So 500 kg bomb I feel like is almost mandatory at this point in the game. It can clear objectives, nests, and some of the optional objectives on its own, but it's also so strong anti-tank as well. That as well as the quasar cannon you've got, so anti-tank and anti-armor you've really got no issue with. And yes, there are other things that will do the job instead of the quasar cannon, but I think that there's no backpack slot like the recoilless rifle, and you've got unlimited ammo, so you can just hold on to it for the whole game, literally, and just go around. You can headshot Bile Titans, one-shot them. All the other heavies, 1-2 shots, they are down. It's really, really strong. So I think if you can get the recoilless rifle with someone and get it reloading for you, maybe that does top it. But a lot of the games that you get, you're probably going to be going in with like randoms. To coordinate that is quite difficult. So I do think the laser cannon just has the slight edge. You also don't need to reload it. You just have to wait until it's off cooldown. So you can run around doing other bits and bobs and pop shots off like every 15 seconds or whatever it is that it takes to cool down. Another reason why I just prefer taking it. Next up is the orbital napalm barrage. Yeah. Just yeah. Always going to rack up like big kill numbers. Also, probably some of the most cinematic scenes you're going to get in the game. You're just like toasting buggos, and just always fun to do that. You can throw them on breaches. They're going to do really, really well. Soften up heavies, everything like that. Then you just stand back, watch everything happen, and just enjoy the scene. Yeah, just going to make your time against the bugs a whole lot easier taking this. And you just block out a whole section of the map with fire on the floor. So still going to do damage even after the bombardment stop. And then to finish the kit off, we have the jump pack. Just feel like this is top tier anyway for that sort of like high mobile play style. You've got the shield battery pack and the supply pack, also very commonly used on Super Helldive, really, really good. But for this type of playstyle where you're just like jumping around the map, crowd controlling really well, you've got big amounts of anti-tank, you can get yourself into the right position, you can be almost untouchable because, well, I mean, bugs don't have range units. I mean, they've got them spewer things, but they're not really. I think you could stand still and avoid them. I've been taking this loadout against the bugs most games on Super Helldive, and usually just you wrecking shop. You're just wrecking shop, doing well, doing stuff. For the armor choice, I always get the extra stim armor. Just gives you that little extra survivability. Not that you even really need it, but I mean, just take it. If it's there, take it. Really, really good. And as for booster, I would go stamina. Now, not saying that this is the best loadout going, it probably isn't, but I do think it's fairly strong, and it's always good to just like talk about what people think is the best, what people don't. This is something that's been working for me, and it's really enjoyable bringing these things against the bugs. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.